physically, mentally. All right. I don't want to give you something for your ear where you're like, oh man, that was tight. And you're just going away, living your same lifestyle and just be, you know, you feel good now, but you're empty. No, no, no. Whenever you view my channel, I want you to walk away feeling fulfilled. I want you to walk away feeling hopeful and inspired. So you're gonna get a lot of content. I want to be able to feed your spirit as well as your mind, as well as make you feel good. So with that being said, I want to share this important dream with you. All right, stay tuned. King Delroy. Hey, good morning. So hopefully you can hear me okay. This morning I was woken up because of a dream that I had. It was two different dreams, but they had the same meaning. The Lord is giving me the interpretation of it right now. So the first dream, I was at the dollar store. So I was shopping. I think I went there just to get, I remember, I forgot what I was going to get. But while I was in line, the cashier, he's like, hey, you should get some salt, man, because not cooking salt, but salt for snow. Now here we are, it's summertime. You know, the time that I'm making this video is summertime in Chicago. He's like, you need to get some salt, man, because it's gonna be snowing later on. So in my mind, I'm like, man, I didn't even hear that in the forecast. So I was obedient. I was like, okay, and I did look outside, and it looked like it was about to start thunderstorming. So I'm like, okay, but it was 2 bags left. So I got the 2 last bags. Don't be like, oh, so you wanted them? I just was led to get it, so I got it. Usually I just get one and leave something for the next person because I don't like to just take the last. Somebody else may need it more than I do. So, but this particular time I just felt led to get the last 2, so I did. Put it at the register, got some Flaming Hots, and then he rung it out. Supernaturally, I'm gonna let you know the entire dream. I'm not gonna leave anything out. I had some money that I didn't know that I had in my pocket. So I'm like, oh man, where did this come from? So I paid for the item. And afterwards, my wife Andrea, she was like, okay, let's go do this. I was like, well, nah, we gotta hurry to get back to the house because Joseph there, you know, he's by himself. And what if you wake up crying? She's like, oh yeah, right, yeah, we gotta hurry up and go. So we got into the car, but as we was walking, the wind began to blow. It wasn't too hard or to the point where to blow us over, but the wind began to blow, so I knew the atmosphere was about to change. And whatever that the guy in the store was telling us about was about to start happening. So I'm like, man, I'm glad I listened to him and I got this song. So we're in the car and we get to our destination. There was no parking space. Every place was full, which now as I'm telling you this, is like maybe everybody else began to panic. So they just pulled up wherever they could to get out to seek shelter. That's what I'm getting right now as I'm explaining this to you. So Andrea was like, man, we gotta find parking. So like, you know what, just get out, just go inside, you know, because I don't want our son to be woke and then just crying hysterically because we're not there. So she went inside. Eventually, I found myself inside with her. And as soon as she went in, excuse me, you gotta excuse my face, it's my morning face because I just woke up and I immediately had to do the dream. But as soon as she went in, it was a girl that walked up to her. And the girl was like, where have you been? And she looked like she was like, I don't know, 3, maybe 4, 5 years old maybe. And then Andrea was like, it's 7:15 in the morning, what you still doing up? 7:15, that's key. Well, thank God she wasn't crying, she didn't wake up looking for us. So the dream changed. And this is the important part. Although what I said before was important also, but this is the meat of the dream. When the dream changed, I was over my grandmother's house. I was outside, and a friend of ours, he said, hey, your brother, man, you know, no, my brother walked up to my friend's house, and he was looking for food. He was like, man, you got something to eat? And he's like, hold on, man. So he went, and he got a large bag of cookies. He gave it to my brother, which means famine, you know, lack of food. So he took the food and he sat on the porch and he was eating it. So I went on my grandmother's porch and I was just sitting there. I was led to look up in the sky, and this is where it started. I looked up, and I saw one, two, three, four airplanes. Two of them looked like they was about to collide. I'm like, no, 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 no. So I'm literally cringing, but it did like this. I'm like, ooh, that was close. I bet you people on that plane was scared and was looking like, dang, because that never happened to me before. Seeing the plane so close while I was in the air. Neither while I was on the ground. The other plane in the sky went this way, the other one went another way. So I thought. So then, one of the planes began to do a nosedive. So I'm like, oh my gosh, it's about to crash. But when I looked further, it wasn't an airplane. It was a missile. So the missile was coming down, coming down, coming down. And then before it hit the ground, it leveled off and it did like this, then it took back up. So I knew that this missile was controlled. It was a remote controlled missile. So I got up. I was like, I'm getting the heck up out of here. And then the other three was going in different directions also. The one that went down, level, and went up, it turned around as I ran. So I'm running and I'm looking behind me, and it was an open field. And it was probably 100 meters or maybe a block or something like that away from me. This time it didn't go at an angle. This time it came straight down. So I knew it was about to make contact with the ground. Came straight down, and then it hit. And then we went in slow motion, like this is the ground. It went like that. And then some blue smoke came out. I'm like, what the heck is that? And it was like the explosion, like what do you call that bomb that tear up everything? Nuclear. It was like a nuclear bomb, just the impact of it, how it just spread out like that, but it was gas, it was blue. So I'm like, what the heck is that? What are they trying to do? I knew they was either trying to poison us or trying to cause us to faint, or it was something that was bad for the human body. That I do know. So I'm running, and then the first thing I could think of was my wife and children. I was like, man, if this is going to be the end, or if something like this is happening, I need to be where my wife and children are, and I felt sad. Then the other one came, and the other one fell, and that one was yellow. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this can't be good. So I'm like, where's my mask? Where's my mask? Because everybody wearing masks now. So I took my mask, and I put it on, although I knew it wouldn't give 100% protection because it's just a mask, and those masks is not made for no gas. Gas chambers, you got to have a different type of mask. So I knew those masks wouldn't even have no effect on it, but I still put it on just to have some type of protection. What stood out to me in the dream is when I said this, I was like, you know what? This is my dream. And I want to be translated to where my family is. And immediately I was translated to where my family was. And I saw them. Because before that, I was like, man, they're going to be afraid. They need their father. And I want to be able to be there to protect them. Because even when there was a thunderstorm or something like that, they'll cry out for dad, like, Dad, I'm scared. Or if they're afraid of anything, they call me, and I want to be there as their father to protect them. After when I said I wanted to be translated, because I knew that I was dreaming somehow, I was right there with Andrea, my son Joseph, and the other two. I was like, Andrea, and everybody was running, everybody was panicking. And I was like, do you have their mask? Wear their mask. So then they put their mask on, and we was running in a certain direction. Then I woke up. When I woke up, I was like, oh my gosh. 7:10. What is about to take place? This is something in the future. We need to prepare. So I have no idea what's going to happen or what is happening currently behind the scenes. But I do know this, that the Lord showed me things, and usually if it's a morning dream, it comes to pass either, I'm not trying to scare anyone, either the next day or very, very soon. So I just wanted to share this dream with you all. Leave your comments below of what you think. If there are any prophetic people out there, maybe the Lord showed you something as well. Maybe God showed other people something similar. If you haven't been right with God, it's time for you to get right, because later today is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. What is promised is two destinations, or two things in your life. Jesus Christ coming back, and when we leave this earth. Since we don't know what time frame that'll be, now is the time to get right with God. God bless you.